Thousands of years ago, the God Talious, known as the Valorous Knight, made his last stand against Lolth, goddess of spiders. Their battle raged for decades, with neither side being able to defeat the other, until finally, barely able to stand, and with Lolth's poison corrupting his veins, Talious slammed his great axe down in one last, immense strike. He managed to destroy Lolth and end the scourge she had brought to the lands. But his strike was so powerful, he split the continent completely in two. Laying in the crater of his destruction, Talius used what remained of his celestial power in an attempt to repair the land to its original beauty. He only managed to raise a single plateau before succumbing to his wounds as seawater collided into him from both sides. Thus ended the life of a god. Eventually the land recovered and adapted to its new geography, but this also separated the denizens from one another. Over the years, two countries rose in power. The eastern side became known as Mithrandor, in the west, Argynvale. Its people began to fight, each claiming heritage and stewardship of the continent as a whole. Wars raged for hundreds of years. The west began to experiment with new technologies and mechanical advancements, while the east relied on tradition and advancement through magic. There seemed to be no end to the war, until two people of royalty, Lady Sabina of Mithrandor and Lord Bolston of Argynvale, announced their love and cooperation through a glorious combination of magic and technology. Together, they gave birth to a new race, the Arkenforged. The entire continent rallied behind these two people, and thus the war ended and a new country was founded, Valoria. For generations, the country of Valoria prospered, its people able to live their lives in peace. A grand city was built upon Talius's plateau, where the peoples of both sides of the continent could come, meet, and share in technology and magic. Until 10 years ago. The current king and queen were found gruesomely murdered. Their bodies put on display with the words "False Peace" carved into their foreheads. It didn't take long for the country to devolve into East and West once again. Battles began to break out all over the land. The Arkenforged, beings of both magic and technology, disappeared, claiming they refused to take sides, nor participate in the conflict. And that is where you find yourselves today, on the precipice of a great battle. Fear and anticipation for the coming fight, making it too hard to find solace.